What if I told you that right now there's an opportunity with AI where you can go build small tools using AI for small to medium sized business owners that will genuinely help excel their business and move them forward? By using AI, you'll be able to create tools that will help them make money, or save time, which is music to a small business owner's ears. And the best part, this is a skill that you could learn in just a couple of days. And once you know it, you could do it in an afternoon. Let's dive right in. So just a couple of months ago, Mark Cuban was famously quoted by saying software is dead. And what he meant is specifically the death of rigid software. Right here in this Yahoo Finance article, he says, he argued that the era of static tools where businesses must bend their workflows to fit a software's limitations is rapidly ending. Meaning, rather than a small to medium-sized business having to fit their business to the software, what if we were to take the business and create a software that fits them? And this is exactly what Mark Cuban is talking about right here with the great implementation opportunity, where he says he believes the alpha no longer lies in creating the next big AI model, but in translating that power for the 33 million small to medium-sized business owners in the United States that lack the budget for a dedicated AI department. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today, is how you can simply start to use the power of AI to go build tools for small to medium-sized business owners, because they don't have the budget to pay for really expensive tools. They also don't have the budget to go pay somebody to just join their team to do AI for them. But if you can come to them and say, hey, here's how I used AI that will grow your business to help you make money, or save time, there's a huge opportunity to be able to serve them and to grow in wealth for your agency as well. So all we're going to need to do in order to do this is two tools. We're going to use Claude, and then we are going to use Go High Level. And that's because Go High Level just recently created their AI studio, which will allow us to vibe code these tools. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to come into Claude, and we are simply just going to ask Claude, hey, I am looking for some opportunities to build micro SaaS apps for small to medium-sized business owners. Can you just give me like 10 problems that small to medium-sized business owners, specifically like in local businesses, some problems that they might be facing, so that I can strategize on what app might be helpful to build for them? And we're literally just going to put that in Claude, and we are going to send it through. And what my goal is here is, if we can find a problem that a business owners already have and we present to them a solution for the problem we know that they have, then there's automatically value there. And so let's just go through some of here. It says review request fatigue and inconsistency, miscalled, misrevenue, Google business profile posting is a chore and nobody cares about it. Where did this lead come from? Quote and estimate follow-up leaks, employee scheduling chaos for small teams. Shops with 3 to 5 employees are still using group text or paper schedules. Existing tools when I work home-based are either overbuilt or feel like an enterprise software. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Local citations, that's great. Post-service upsell, that's great. Document/photo collection from customers. Insurance agencies, contractors, and healthcare practices still email PDFs back and forth or use janky Dropbox links. A branded mobile-first send me your docs or photos portal that is dead simple and an easy sell. Interesting. Okay. And then competitor rank and pricing visibility. So you can see right here, here's a bunch of different problems that we can pick from, but I'm really liking number 6, but I'm also really liking number 9. And I think I want to dive into number 9 a little bit deeper. So I'll say, hey, I really like the idea number 9. Could you tell me maybe a specific business, like a small local business that would have this problem? And then maybe just like coming up with a scenario in which how they're trying to do this and maybe where a tool could come in and help them out. And so we're just going to send this prompt. So what we're doing now is, now that we have the idea, I just want Claude to help me think through, okay, what is the problem that they're actually facing? And honestly, the biggest skill right now to learn is to be able to identify the problems that are out there and then coming up with the solutions. So in this case, if we can understand what a business owner is going through and their day-to-day struggle and maybe some blind spots that they're not noticing, and we come and say, hey, we're going to come save you 10 hours a week with this simple tool, there's a lot of value to be made there. So Gym State Roofing and Exterior, so a 12-person team. The problem playing out. Okay, a homeowner in Meridian calls Monday morning. We had that windstorm last week, and I got shingles in my yard. Dave's son Tyler books an inspection for Wednesday. Before the inspection, Tyler needs from the homeowner photos from the interior garage, a copy of their insurance declaration page, the insurance claim number, photos of the exterior damage, and a signed authorization to inspect form. Okay, interesting. So then the app is here's Call It Intake Pro or Client Docs. Okay, cool. This is great. So basically what we have here is there's this problem where there isn't a really good way, like they could be sending a Google Drive or having to do follow-up text, but we're going to build them a very clean intake app in which all of this can happen right inside of Go High Level. So I'm going to just come right here and say, awesome, this sounds like a fantastic tool. Would you go ahead and just give me a prompt that I could give a vibe coding tool so that I can actually start to go build this out? And if you're not familiar with the term vibe code, it's where you're using AI to actually go build out the tool. So you're going to see right here, it's going to go download and create a vibe coding prompt so that we can just go give this to an AI to be able to start to go build out the tool for us. Now, in this case, the tool that we are going to use is called High Level. And you can see right here the AI-powered business operating system. And the really cool thing about High Level is it has all of these amazing features like website builder, funnel builder, calendar, email marketing, two-way SMS, invoicing, estimates, courses and products, automation, AI, all these courses and cool things. And if you don't have this already, I have a link down below where you can give this a try for the next 30 days for free. So if you don't have it and you want to follow through, go grab that link below. And again, this is going to have exactly what we need to be able to go build out these awesome tools for these business owners. So again, go grab that link below and let's continue on in the process. All right, so now that you've got that, we're going to come back into Claude and go look at this prompt. So you can see project overview, target user, tech stack. This doesn't matter as much, but that's kind of cool. I'm just going to say, please just give me a starter prompt. And Claude actually did a really good job here because it's like going through and giving us an entire tech stack for this big complicated idea, but we don't need anything like that yet. So we're just going to get a little bit more of a simple, more lean starter prompt so that we can put this in. So this looks much, much better. So we're going to go take this prompt right here. All we're going to do is take this prompt. Then we're going to come into Go High Level. So once you sign up for Go High Level, it's going to look exactly like this. And you're going to come navigate over into AI Studio. Now you're going to see Let's Vibe. And the really cool thing here is you're going to see right here, right in the middle, there's a chat bot in which we can go paste this prompt. So we're going to take that prompt and then we are going to paste it right here. So we're going to go ahead and push that. And what you're going to notice here is as we go start to build this out is this is going to use AI to go build out this app for us. And so you're going to see right here, it's going and doing all the planning and thinking for us based off of the prompt that we just gave it. And so we're going to let that cook for just a second and kind of come up with some different ideas. And here in a second, it will start to show us some of the to-do lists and stuff like this too. Now, if you are new to High Level and new to vibe coding, what you can basically expect here is once you put in the idea, it's going to start to give you a first rendition. Then you're going to want to just do a little bit of testing, see if it's actually functioning in the way that it's supposed to. And then from there, once it's kind of good to go, that's when you can actually bring the tool to a business owner and say, hey, would this tool genuinely help you and your staff? Awesome. I'll charge you $500 to $1,000 or whatever you think is worth it for that tool and worth it for the business owner because of the systems that you're building. So, okay, right here. So it's setting up the dependencies and design system. And the cool thing here is if you go click on any of these things on the left side, you can go see what it's doing. So it's just saying, hey, please, just so you know, I have to go build it this way. So that's how it's going to go do it. Let's just start by setting up the project task and building out the critical mobile first intake page. So you can see right here, it's actually starting to go write code and build out the page for us. That way the app is going to be made. So you can see right here, editing, creating, editing, installing. And then it's just going to go through this to-do list where it builds a mobile first customer intake page, builds a signature and upload, and then build the owner dashboard. So you can see right there, it has all the different pages and stuff, but we're just going to let that sit for just a moment, wait for it to be done, and we'll come back and check it out when it's done. Okay, so literally when I press pause to let this finish, it finished just a couple seconds later. And so you can see the fun part here is we just came up with the problem, did some research, and then we put it inside of High Level's AI Studio, and now we have kind of a functioning app. So right here, this is what you would send over to somebody, and let's see if it built out all the different pages. Let's come to this page first. Awesome. Okay, so it's saying you need to take a front of house photo. So you just go upload a photo there. Awesome. So let's just go upload this logo photo and then processing. Let's see what happens once it processes. Okay, there's the photo. Cool. So save photo. Great. Damage close-up. Let's just add another photo now. So we really need to take a picture of the damage here. So we're going to go upload that. And what we're really doing right now is we're just testing the app to make sure that it functions correctly and it's doing what we think that it should for the business owner. So it's still processing that photo. So we're going to let that photo upload. Okay, perfect. Save photo. Okay, insurance carrier. We have, I don't know, Roofing Insurance Pro. And then save answer and then consent to inspect. And then it has a little signature box. Save signature. Okay. So you can see right there, after just testing, it's saying, hey, something work. Okay. All right, so I just tried to take it and test it through all the way, and it looks like as soon as I tried to submit all documents, that there was some kind of error. What do we need to do next? Okay, so what you can see right here is basically all you need to do now is you just need to be the tester, because AI is good enough now to go do the building. You just need to go kind of test it and make sure that things are working and that they're functioning like you're the business owner using this tool to make sure that it's functioning properly. And if there's any errors, just use your natural language. Like, you don't have to do anything super crazy. You don't have to come up with any crazy prompts. Just tell it the problems that you're seeing, and AI is smart enough to go figure out those problems. So let's try to go save my signature once again. And you can see here, it's fixing the signature issue. It's searching for the trimmed contact. So it's going through and it's checking all these things on our behalf to go fix this problem. So let's come back here to the preview. It's auto fixing the build errors. And that's one of the beautiful things here is you have a development team at your fingertips. And so it really isn't that scary. And it might feel scary because you're like building with AI or you're app developing, but really there is no coding that's needed. And you don't have to have any experience on really what's going on. As long as you as a leader can take a step back and go see what's being built in the app and then go suggest, hey, we need to go fix this thing, or hey, we need to go add in this feature, then you'll be on your way. So it looks like it just did that well. Fixed the React signature canvas. Okay, perfect. And then let's go save signature and then submit all documents. Perfect, you're all set. Thank you, Sarah Jenkins. We received your information and we'll be in touch shortly. So it looks like that worked really, really well. And if we come back over here, there is the new page again. So perfect. Okay. So now you can see it's going to give us suggestions on what we need to build first. So it has an implement template builder, a wire up Supabase auth, or add business dashboard view. So maybe let's do the add business dashboard view first. And that way we can actually start to go see some of these entries. And so now it's just going to go through and it's going to go build all that out, and we'll come back right when that is done. Okay, so now it built out this dashboard for us, and it says we can do a new template or a send intake. The send intake button isn't working. The new template button isn't working. And so those are things that we're going to have to go build out. But then here's those completed request forms. So it looks like there'll be some kind of I button and download button. So that's great there too. So it says add the send intake module dialog. Let's do that next. And this is where you're just going to go in, and all you really need to do is just go test some of the buttons. Or if you have some kind of idea of like, man, it might be kind of nice if we go do this, or it'd be kind of cool if we had like a filter, or it might be kind of cool if we did this. This is where really the major skill here is coming up with the ideas, and it's leadership and it's communication. It's really not even coding. It's really not even vibe coding or app development. It's just having the good ideas in behalf of the business and being able to build them a tool on their behalf. And the coolest thing here is the opportunity for you is you just know that these AI tools exist, which is your superpower. And then you're using your leadership, you're using your ideas, you're using your knowledge, you're using all of those different skills to be able to actually build and implement that tool for that business owner. So what I would then do now is just continue to go through and test out all of these different functions and make sure that it's just pristine and ready to go for the business owner. Making sure that it will work on their end, that you have a good test ready to go. And then from there, you can go like highlight the tool or go take a video of yourself using the tool and say, hey, is this tool useful for you? Because it's already done. And I would love to give this to you for a small price or whatever. And really the benefit here, I think, is that if they were to go subscribe to some other tool, there might be some big hefty fee like of $200 or $300 a month that they're having to pay, and they don't have any control over it, and they can't really necessarily get rid of it, but they can't really fix anything. And so this is the beautiful opportunity here, because you can go to them and say, hey, I'm going to build this for you. I'm going to have a much lesser monthly fee. I'm going to maybe have a little bit of an upfront fee, but then we can make adjustments and make sure that this fits your business and your business only. And that's exactly what Mark Cuban was talking about as he was addressing this opportunity. So it looks like it just went and sent this intake dialog. So you're going to go do send intake. We can go put in Braden Carter. We'll just go put in some random email, braden@test.com, and then we're just going to use the roof inspection. So cool. Not only is this something like a form that we can send out, but it's specifically like an insurance claim or an initial estimate or a roof inspection. So there's actually different templates it's building for us as far as different things that it can do for us. So that's pretty cool there. Awesome. So as you can see here on the bottom, it just says add form validation, create the template builder view, implement toast notifications for actions, and add view details module for submission. So I would just go through and continue to click on these buttons. Or if you notice anything, like for example, this was great. I was able to send an intake request, but then when I did send link, nothing happened. So I just say, hey, can I get that link for that form anytime that we generate one? And then just continue down that path. But guys, this is exactly the opportunity that is at hand right now. So if you were watching this video, make sure to go grab that free link and right now go into Claude, or even go interview some of the business owners of what's taking up all your time right now, or where are you spending money that you wish you weren't spending money, or where do you wish you could save money in your processes because you know you're pouring in money, but you know that there's a better way. It's with some of these questions that will start to jog your ideas. Go brainstorm with Claude or ChatGPT on how you might be able to build a solution for it. Then go build that solution today. And if you can go do that, there's a beautiful opportunity. And as we saw in the article, there's 33 million small to medium-sized business owners that are going to need help like this over the next couple of years. So guys, thank you so much. I hope this video was extremely helpful. Go ahead and leave a comment down below of where you think that you're going to see yourself using this. If this was helpful, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.